Hi everybody, today we're going to be painting one of these. You can get these from the Works, they're wooden decorations, £3 for 3 of them, amazing. So today we're just going to do this one, get that started. Okay, so we're going to start with this, which I'm calling the gourd shape, just to distinguish it from the other ones. And we're going to start with this small brush. It's a number 1 brush, and because this one has got lines cut into it, it's quite difficult to get your colour in a nice straight line that's not going to mess up this whole area. So what I'm going to do is paint gold inside those lines and then avoid going into them with coloured paint. So you'll just get lovely gold lines showing at the end. Okay, so we're going to start, as I said, with the small brush and the gold paint and just fill in those lines. Don't worry about going over the edge, because we are going to put colour on top of that and it covers it up nicely. There, now we have our gold lines and we can just put that aside to dry off a bit. It won't take all that long, but give it a few minutes. Okay, so the gold's dried off a little bit and we can start painting some colours now. So it really doesn't matter what order you put the colours on, they all work well together. So I will start with this lovely pink colour for one of these bands. Using that same brush again, number 1, I'm just going along there and up to the edge. You can feel where the brush kind of goes over the edge without going down into the groove. Okay, so the next colour we're going to do the next band. So I'm going to make this lovely dark blue. These colours go so nicely together. The darker colours show up that gold really well. I'm going to use a slightly bigger brush here now. This is a number 4 brush because we're going to do quite a big area here. This lovely orange colour. Okay, now we're going to go for another colour. This is dry now, so you can hold it, so that makes it easier. I'm going to go for this gorgeous mint colour. Don't worry about going over the line here because it's such a light colour. The next colour, whichever we choose, we'll just go over it. Okay, so now we're ready to put on the next colour. We can go back to the small brush. I'm going for green. I couldn't decide. Green and purple. I've gone for green. Okay, I have absolutely no patience, so it's probably not quite dry enough. But I'm just going to go for the next colour because I just want to get on with it. Okay, so we're going to start doing some of the detail now. This is all dry. I'm going to start around here. This is the main, these two large parts are the main parts for decoration on this. So I'm going to mix up some of the green with a little bit of water. Just dip in some water to make that quite liquidy like that. Just using the lid here. And the small brush, the number one brush. So you don't want much on your brush, and you just want to do a wiggly line. There's my sassy cat. So I'm just doing curvy up and down. I've got to try to make it link up, so you can see some of these are quite large, some are small. That's a small one. And then we're gonna just take the thicker paint now without the water. Same brush, small brush. Sassy, get your tail out of the way. And we're going to put on these leaf-like shapes. So it's just touching down. Sassy. To get a lovely round edge, and then pulling away as you paint towards the line. So it tapers. Go away, honey. So you want one large and one small is the ideal for each little curve. If there's not the room comfortably, leave it. Just have the one. And going down as well. Yeah. Okay. Now, while that's still wet, you can just give the brush a bit of a rinse in the water, a bit of a dab on some tissue, and choose another colour we're gonna blend in with that. So I'm gonna go for this lovely pale mint colour and just go back to the tips of each of these leaves and just pull. You can make the leaves bigger. Try to leave some of the original colour, so you get that sort of two-tone. Okay, so now we're going to do the same but on this mint section. It's a little bit more awkward to see where you're going, but we're going to go orange wiggly line. The orange is quite liquid already, so I haven't added water. Just add water if you feel it's going to be easier. And then we're going to have our orange foliage. Lovely. So give the brush a bit of a rinse, a bit of a dab on tissue, and now we can add another colour. I'm going to go for this lovely pink. Okay, now I'm going to start on this section. It's going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to put a blue line around the If you hold, turn it with your non-dominant hand and just put the finger to balance where you are with this. It really doesn't matter. I'm going wiggly. You just want a line all around it to match up with itself. And then we're just going to do little sort of leaves, half leaves coming off here. They can match up or be sort of alternate with the spacing. It's all good. Let's see. Let's just do like the other half of these little leaves. So now I'm just adding dots into the white spaces and, you know, sometimes right on top of the leaves that we've painted. So that's that section pretty much done. I'm going to very carefully, because that's still a little bit wet, turn it over and do around this here. Okay, once the white dots are dry, we're going to do gold ones. So it's just exactly the same, filling in the gaps. Doesn't really matter if you go over your white ones as occasionally. Just a good spacing of gold. Here, so we're going to do some nice gold stripes up the top here. Okay, so I've just added these stripes to the top section. I'm going to do a similar thing here. We're going to go diagonal lines around. So we want top line going one way, bottom line going another way. They don't have to match up. It's just a little bit of texture going on. I think if we hold it like this, we can keep control of it. So we're going to varnish around the top half so we can hold on to the bottom half. And then we'll leave that to dry. And then we can hold on to that part when it's dry and varnish the bottom part. And then that will be it. So I'm using this nice little flat brush, just going around the top there. There. You can rinse it in water. Okay, so once the top bit of varnish has dried, you can hang on to it and varnish the bottom part. Hang that up to dry and you're done.